Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be doing a new set of characters, the Sword Souls. For this, the Sword Souls are a group of knights led by the Diamond King and his apprentice, the Dragon Slayer. And I'll say it now here. They all have the weapon attribute. They don't have magic or tool or other ones. They're all weapon attribute. But like I said for the cat with the nature guardians, I'm going there is a magic users and like animals in them in their ranks. But all that is going to take place in Over the X, the extended the extended universe type stuff. With that being said, one other fact is all of the sword souls, had their own Kree or knights chivalry thing going on. They all go by different Kree. All right, this is the him before, Diamond King before. This is Diamond King after. See, what I did here was I aged him down because in his timeline he would be aging down because he's meant to be a much older person than the rest of the characters. So I gave him like the wrinkles, kept the meh expression, but changed out his sword for a more kingly one. I gave him a little belt too. Those are meant to be like dreads or something. Like they aren't meant like noodles, but they do like noodles though, I'll admit that much. And then we have Dragon Slayer, the apprentice. Dragon Slayer really didn't change much. I mean, the colorings are in a different spot, but since he already had the yellow X resembling the sword souls, he didn't really need to change much. He just needed a bit of a shift. And by the way, all of these characters have fancy weapons because to make up for the fact they're all weapon types, I had to give them some uniqueness to go with their Kree. So they're all their weapons describe their Kree. But as I say, I'll go into the Kree and Over the X because I want to introduce the rest of them first. But here he is for his evolution or his change is I made him more prince-like and more like make him able to move around more instead of having armor. He just has a cape with like belts, just like his mentor. Then we have Tiger's Eye. He's a dual blader. Originally just like super long daggers, but I just said let's make them swords, so they're all swords now. He is a human. All of that stuff on his face is just scarves and cover-ups. Same thing for his sock boots. They're cover-ups. And his name comes from the big tiger's eye design on his hoodie. Okay, so then we have Dust Reaper. Actually, yeah, this is Dust Reaper. He changed a lot. Hair, weapon, the gloves stayed, but I've made so Dust Reaper. You can even you can take away his original form. Dust Reaper is based off of a Reaper that strolls the desert, basically. Just a desert strolling Reaper, which is why I gave the X's on his glove that he would cover his eyes with to get the sand out of his eyes, and a hoodie that you would wear to withstand sandstorms and stuff. And his colors are his clothes are already brown to match the camouflage with the sand that he walks in. Last but not least, Ivan Kane. He also had a major shift to his look. Just like other one, you can disclose, take away his actual, other than the color of his clothes, you can take away from the rest. He's accented in gold and peppermint colors with like a lime, like a very yellow lime green spotted wearable. Also accented in gold. Only thing that's not gold is the blade and the logo, but it's like red and gold, even his shoes with a white stripe to resemble the peppermint pattern. But yeah, that is the Sword Soul group. I actually kind of like what I did here. And I'm pretty sure in the future when we do get to Over DX, you guys are really gonna like those two because I still haven't introduced the axe wielder, the Zoro character. Yes, I want to make a Zoro character and I already have a weapon ready for that moment. All types of stuff. Another spearman, but it's gonna be like an axe spear. Like one of those axes with a spear at the end, something like that. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you getting this far and have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.